Hello shape enthusiasts and welcome back to another episode of our 1000% hard factory series. We've set our platform costs, blueprint costs and shape requirements to 1000% while trying to produce all the complex shapes of hard mode. Well, will I be able to use all my data engineering skills and all the other skills I've learnt on my normal Let's Play journey to help me tackle this extremely difficult challenge? Well, sit back, relax and let's find out together. On the last episode, we sort of let the game run for a bit because we kind of got stuck with the milestones and the high volume of shapes we need to deliver. We do have our first part of our milestone 4 or milestone 3 or 4 shape being produced at the moment, so that's all done now. To that we need to stack some more stuff and we have prepped that ready to go. We also let our tasks run for a little bit, so now this task is complete so I can decommission this factory. So there'll be a lot of stuff to do this episode, so why don't we just get into it. I think we start with decommissioning, so we'll grab this and we will unlock that, and that will allow our circle stacked shape to be decommissioned. Where was the circle stacked shape happening, you may be asking? I don't know. I think it was this one over here. So that can all go now and that can free up all of those resources. Not that our platform units have been a problem, but definitely, I don't want to delete this because copying and pasting costs money. So I'm going to leave this circle extractor over here. We're just going to decommission the belts. So this one was a belt coming from all the way back here. And again, if I need to extract, I don't think I need to extract more. Let's just get rid of that. Then we can work on our next task. So this is almost done. This is almost done. Unfortunately, the next task is going to require colors, but I kind of have a way. If it takes too long, I was planning to do the milestone first and unlock fluid painting. But if that takes too long, we might need to just do some shenanigans over here with that shape and that shape to make this shape. We can decide if that's possible or not. Oh man, these shapes are already looking a bit hard and we've only just started this series, guys. But anyway, let's work on our milestone factory since there's nothing else to do. We need to stack the square on the square and the circle on the circle. So, oh man, do I have enough blueprint points for one of my rotator platforms? Because I feel like that needs to rotate before it stacks, right? So firstly, I need to get my squares and circles preferably coming out together from these platforms into one belt series. How do I do that is the question. I mean, I could just, let's just run it using these platforms rather than using space belts. So instead of these coming out down here, let's bring them up. Let me get rid of that. We'll bring up our red stuff over here and then we'll get it to do like a little hop and we will just get it going out like here maybe. Need a little bit of room for hopping for the other one, but we'll abuse the fact that we're only using one layer at the moment because we don't have enough shape to extract for a second layer to optimize the efficiency of this section, unfortunately. And copying and pasting does cost money, so we've got to be very efficient with the way we build our factories. We build things as we need to, we tackle problems as we need to. If something isn't producing fast enough, then we can consider duplicating it, but not before then. So now I've got all my full 4 belts of red coming out there, and I need my blue coming out somewhere else. So the blue currently, why does it look like it's coming out from above? Because it is coming out from above. Let's get rid of that. And we'll get the blue coming out the other way. I just don't want to accidentally delete my red. This can all go. Get this blue coming out this way. Let's get it going down this way. It doesn't really matter. Again, these factories are all going to be decommissioned at some point, so don't really care what the hell is going on. Once they come out that, I probably just want them coming out here, maybe is as good a place as any, I guess. So let's get that one going down this way, and we'll get that one going down this way. These two can go. Why? Yeah, because I needed it on 2 levels before, but I don't need it on 2 levels anymore. This one can go this way and down, out. And this one might need to do some sort of like hopping maneuver over this thing. Can it even hop this thing? No, it cannot. It's going to need to do some weaving maneuver in that case, around the side, over here, over here, over here, down and out. So now I've got 2 full belts of this, so 1 and 2. And one needs to be stacked with squares and one needs to be stacked with circles. So let's see where's the most optimal place I can get that done. So let's just do that. Let's Let's bring a platform and let's see how we can get these two stacked on top of each other like that. I believe I need to rotate one of these 90 degrees to get them aligned. Doesn't matter which one, so let's just build a rotation array somewhere. We need 1, 2 for each one. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. Is that centered and lined up? Yeah, I think so. 1, 2, 1, 2. I can't use my rotating platform because check out my blueprint series, guys. How much does a rotation platform cost? 11k. Well, actually, I can probably afford a rotation platform. Let's just do that. We're not that poor, guys. We're not that poor. I've let my game run for like maybe 20 minutes between the two episodes, and I've accumulated a bit of points. So why not use a counterclockwise rotation platform? That'll cost 12k blueprint points. Undo. Undoing gives you back your blueprint points if you do make mistakes. Don't delete it and then put down a new blueprint, because that won't give you back your blueprint points. So we'll check it. That is now aligned to that. And now these two can be stacked together. I do have a stacking platform that can handle this, but again, what is the blueprint cost of my stacker? 50k. And I need 2 of these. But this is a 3-level stacker, so it's kind of inefficient for me to plop that down, right? Didn't I build a singular level stacker? Oh no, I deleted it when I decommissioned that factory, damn it. I can't undo all of that, so why don't we take a copy of this stacker? How much does this stacker cost? This stacker is 30k. Oh, it's so expensive. Friggin' hell. I shouldn't have deleted it. Oh man, what am I doing? I should build a single layer stacking platform and save it as a blueprint. Do I not have one of those? Do I not have stacking as like... I'm looking at my Mark 1 blueprints from my Let's Play. Do we not have stacking? A stacking array. Does this just stack single layer stuff? Oh my god, this does. I have a single layer stacker, guys. It only costs 16k blueprint points. Perfect. You guys said I was an idiot in my Let's Play series at the start when I hadn't figured out there was 2 levels to everything and built everything on a single layer platform. Who's laughing now, guys? Who's laughing now? One needs to be the bottom, and I don't know which one's the bottom. That's the bottom. That goes up. All right, that's the bottom. That's the top. Oh, so all my Mark 1 blueprints are going to come in handy now that I'm limited by blueprint points. Let me just double check this is correct. That does look correct. So I can use my Mark 1 blueprints again to do a lot of these tasks. Excellent. So we need to do that again for this one too. So let's get that going. Oh, that's not how we get that going. Let's get that going like that and under. And this one probably needs to go out like that, but that should work exactly the same way. So I'll get that going in like that. And then these two outputs should be a full single layer space belt of stuff. So maybe I can shift one of these up so they... Oh, we forgot to rotate. So we need a rotation array here, and well, look at our blueprint points just drain from that. That's fine, but we should have the correct output now, which is correct. Excellent. So now we can take this up to the 2nd level so they can share a space belt out. Doing everything manually to save every cent we can. We got a blueprint budget, guys. We got a blueprint point budget. So these can now share a single belt, and they can go up and live happily ever after in the vortex. Where into the vortex should we go? We'll just follow the existing path that we have. It's a little bit inefficient, so let me optimize that a little bit wherever we can. We can just jump belts like that, so it's not too hard to do. We'll get that going like that. This is our blueprint points thing. But don't worry about all this stuff, guys, because it's all going to change once we unlock trains. But at the moment, we got that going. This is just going to go like that. It looks horrible, but whatever. Let's forge on. We will decommission this shape and get the next shape started. So what is this shape? We'll unlock that, and it just needs another quarter circle. I believe that's happening over here. So maybe we can pre-stack the quarter circle, or we can stack another quarter circle on top. Wait a minute. This is using up both of my quarter circles. Do I need another 2 quarter circles to stack onto here? Oh man, I don't have enough space to do all this. Did I decommission anything? Is this thing still necessary? This thing is still very slowly producing this shape. Oh my lord. I don't have the space. I don't have the space for another 2 of these, do I? This thing can support 2 more. This one belt can support 2 more. But do I have the space to make 2 more of these? I need at least 1 space here and 1 space here. Then how do I get the belt work back out? Let's not worry about that for now. Let's just bring it over. Hop it down, and no, we can't do that. We'll go out, 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 out. That is that. Then can I just stack these first? Can I just get a little array of stackers? and somehow just stack these together in here. No, there's not enough room. Great. Excellent, excellent. Is this doing anything? This is space now, free space. Excellent. What I want to do is maybe just stack these two together first instead of feeding them. At the moment they're feeding in. Why don't I stack them first, then feed them in? That makes a lot more sense, right? Because I basically just need 2 quarter circles stacked on top of one another. So if I get a stacking array of 6, why don't I just put them down by hand? Maybe we'll do... Well, this doesn't need to feed into here anymore. Maybe we'll do 6 here. This is cleverer, I think. We'll do 6 here, like that. And then we'll do 6 here like that. And then that can feed into one of these. And then the other one is being fed how before? Where was the other one happening? Is it just being fed? It was being fed from above or below here? It was being fed here. So if I just somehow stack this up again with 6 stackers, I can afford the copy and paste cost of 6 stackers now, I think. It only costs 90 and I got 45k. So maybe if I do something like that, and then I can feed one belt in like that. We're creating spaghetti, but like I said, a little bit of spaghetti in your diet is not always a bad thing. We'll get that going down, and then we'll get this one going. Wait, that's stupid. We can get this one just going down like that. Cut that. Then the other one can go up. This is giving double stacked circles, yes, and that's then giving the right shape. Yep, I believe that is giving the right shape. I see some of that shape being produced, so I'm definitely on the right track. We'll get that going up, not there, like that, maybe. And then that should give us our second shape, which just needs to weave into here. And that's the least amount of work I can do to get that shape going. You can turn in there. That's all working. We'll check that back with that in a bit, but it looks like it is going. This shape is almost done, and then we need to produce this shape. These two are now being delivered, so we can start working on our next milestone. We got 14 research points, so the question is, how close are we to our next shape, and would it be beneficial to do our cutting upgrades first, or should we save for the fluid stuff? Because remember, the first thing that comes out in fluids is a lack of a fluid minor extension. So you definitely want to get one of those going as soon as possible, like as soon as you unlock fluids, because it makes everything so much easier. But for now, let's just upgrade one of these. Stacking is always the worst, so let's just get stacking going. We can do one more. Let's do cutting and stacking. That way, all of that sort of happens a little bit faster. That'll help us out a lot. And then maybe we'll do vortex inputs when we need it. At the moment, our vortex inputs are just messy, but that's fine. So with that being said, let us go and do this blue rock rover. What is a blue rock rover? I have no idea, guys. Alright, so it's basically a diagonal star, then it's a diagonal blue square, and then a normal blue square, and then 2 diagonal circles stacked on top of it. That doesn't seem super difficult because we got our circle thing here, and we can extract diagonal circles from full circles. That's fine. Diagonal stars. Well, there's stars here and stars here. I can either piece it together from a quarter, or I can somehow take this one and then piece that back together. We'll focus on 1 layer space belt of output first. Can I extract the blue square out of this somehow? My extractor at the moment that takes that thing doesn't really work, does it? I believe this square extractor does work, because it takes a full belt of squares and extracts. Not really, because that works off a full square. Alright. We're gonna have to bespoke build this thing, but we got time. Look at this. We got so much time, guys. At the end of the day, sometimes you just gotta take a step back and relax, because this is meant to be a relaxing game, right? There's no like sort of rush or anything like that. There's no time limit. So I think I can build 2 space belts worth of factory here, right? And looking at these numbers, I feel like I need to double up the output. But I think I can afford to copy and paste this thing. That thing is 2k. But it saves me from building all the belt work there. But let's work on a single belt, or should we just do double belt straight away? No, let's just work on a single belt for now. And then we can double up the single belts in a bit if we need to. But for this thing, this is done. So let's add on another layer of circle on top of that before we start working on this, so that we can maybe decommission some of this crap on our main base. But I think I had everything reasonably set up. No, I didn't. I did not have everything reasonably set up. To stack a third circle, I need to copy and paste this monstrosity again somewhere, and there's nowhere that fits. We're gonna have to abuse the second layout and get that going on the second layer now. So we're really getting our spaghetti mess done. So that's coming out on the second layer, and that needs to stack into this again. So whatever comes out here needs to stop going into there, and it needs to start going into stackers again. Oh, I can barely just fit 12 here, but that should be fine because this can go in like that, and this one can go in like that. That's the bottom layer, and these are the top layers, so they can just stay on the top layer, and then hopefully I have enough to like jump it or something in. But it's spaghetti, guys. Remember, the start of the game is always spaghetti. It's always damn spaghetti. But that's fine. We can just weave it in the other side. How about that? That looks like a beautiful mess. A beautiful, beautiful mess. Oh man, I hope you guys are enjoying my torture. But yeah, that is working. And that is not quite working. That's going in there, that's going in there, that's producing that shape. I got tick marks, I'm happy with tick marks. Let's get to work on this thing. Every factory for now is going to be bespoke until I get my rhythm down on like quantity of stuff I can produce. And without trains, I can't venture very far from base, so I'm stuck with whatever crap they give me to build these shapes. But luckily, I think the game has purposefully given you some of these shapes to work with. I'm going to assume I need a 2x1 platform immediately to do this operation, because this operation doesn't look super easy. But basically, we're going to need to do some sort of a cut, and then we're going to need to get rid of the square part of this. And I don't have bins either, so I'm just gonna have to like half destroy it or something. So we're gonna rotate that, and then maybe just go through a half destroyer. No, rotate that way, rotate this the other way, which is that way maybe, and then half destroy it, and that will give me my two squares. And then I need to 180 rotate one of them. Well, I'm going to 180 rotate one of them. I might as well 180 rotate both of them into the right orientation, right? So we'll go that way and that way. And then I need to stack this onto itself using maybe a swapper. A swapper would make the most sense. So that'll give me that and then a nothing. So this is one belt in and one belt out, right? And I can have 4 of these processing one belt like that. And that's one unit of this, and I need 4 units of this. So let me see how I can fit that onto the platform. Probably just something like this. I'll leave some room on the other side to do output. 2, 3, 4. This is all very bespoke. I should stop deleting all these useful factories because I feel like I can use them again somewhere, but I don't want to save all these useless blueprints at the same time. It's fine. We'll just rebuild stuff as we need to. I didn't leave enough output room for this. And every time I cut and paste, it costs money. It costs all our valuable blueprint points. But if we really feel like we're a stretch on blueprint points, we can always do other stuff. We can always go and increase the throughput of our blueprint points or something like that by doubling up our blueprint factory over there. We've got a marker for it over here. So we can always double this up, and then we'll get twice the amount of blueprint points. But given the speed that I'm playing at, kind of like a relaxing pace, I'm not like trying to speed run this game or anything. I think it's kind of fine. Oh man, this needs to be moved across a little bit as well. Damn you, why didn't I give myself enough room? I never give myself enough room. You guys should watch my MAM series and my blueprinting series when I try to figure all these blueprints out. I never give myself enough room to work. I'm always like, all right, let's put this as squeezed in as possible. And I feel like I haven't done that here either, because how am I going to get all these, things out here? So let's bring that back one tile like this, because I feel like the end is not going to have enough unless I go out the side. I could go out the side. That probably makes a lot more sense, right? So yeah, basically if we go out the side, do we have enough room? I don't feel like we have enough room either, because how is that going to weave in? I have no idea. Let's go at the end. Screw it. It's gonna go out. This one, I think I left myself just enough room maybe, or just not enough room. Oh man. All my blueprint costs, guys. All my blueprint costs. I need this going back one more tile. You know, I'm an idiot. I have a whole second level to work with. But I don't want to use the second level because I just want to copy this up and double the throughput. But I don't know if I need to do that either. Oh man, there's so many decision making things in this game that I don't know. I don't know. Just a whole bunch of I don't knows, guys. I don't know. I don't know is the answer to a lot of this stuff. But that gets me a full single layer space belt of the shape that I want, which is that shape. Why am I making that shape first? I need to make this shape. God, that's fine. That's for future. Oh man, I'm so good at this game, guys. I need to turn this shape into this shape. Oh man, how do I do that? And again, I've got 2 of those, so it's going to need to go through some weird cutting and re-piecing back together process. So we're going to need to rotate and cut this apart, I believe. Oh, I don't have extenders on here. I don't want to use my copy and paste for extension, but yeah, I can double this up too if I need to, but we'll see. I'm satisfied with my shape just being produced at the moment. That's not going to be the right orientation for cutting, is it? Wait, that's a swapper. What am I doing? Yeah, that's not going to be the right... Well, I need to get rid of the circle anyway, right? But we can half destroy to get rid of the circle. Why am I doing that? We can half destroy to get rid of the circle. So we should probably do the half destroying process first. Can I afford a half destroyer platform blueprint? Oh man, do I have a single layer version of it? Half destroyer. Because all my blueprints are Mark III. So half cutter. Isn't this the original half cutter that I built? And it only costs 12k. So, oh man, but it's 2 levels as well. Oh my god. But at least it's not 3 levels, so it's a little bit cheaper. That's fine. I'm okay with that. As long as it gives me my final shape correctly, which is just a half star, right? Hopefully. I don't need to rotate. Is this giving me half stars? Yeah, cool. Half stars. Then we can chuck it onto a platform and then we can play with the half stars now. So let's grab 1 belt of it and figure out what we need to do. So now we can cut, and cutting the half star does absolutely nothing. So we need to probably rotate the thing beforehand like that and then cut. That gives me my 2 half stars. One of these needs to be rotated into the correct orientation. I believe I built this to come out in the orientation that the game is showing. So I will try to build this in a way to do the same thing. So it's going diagonally like that. So this one's already correct. This one needs a counterclockwise 90-degree rotation. So let's do that. And now these 2 need to be pieced together using some sort of swapper maybe. Cool, that works. So that's my process. I need 4 of these. So that should give me out a full belt of this. And then I need 4 of these. Alright, great. So let's copy and paste this with all the belting. And we'll learn our lesson from last time and leave at least 4 tiles of space, or 3 tiles of space, 4 tiles of space, 2 tiles of space. I don't know. We'll go a little bit centered like that and leave lots of space at the end for any shenanigans. Try to get this right, like trying to get this right as close to correct as possible to not waste all my blueprint points. So this will probably go out the side like that. This one will just, it can follow, oh, I don't want to connect it, but it can follow something like that. This one needs to go out, or maybe this one needs to go out here and here. So this one can come out. Yep. That one can go in there. And that one can go in there. Great. Now we're gonna just need to get the outputs out. So this one can go all the way out and around like that. This one can go all the way out and around like that. This one can go out and around this way. And our last final belt just has just enough space. Look, I intuitively gave myself enough space this time. Great. So now I've got my full belt of this shape. At the moment, we just need to pipe it into the platform. And where can I even pipe it into the platform to get it out? So my second layer is being fully utilized here, Oh man, even this weaving to get into the here is going to be challenging for a full set of 4 belts, but we'll figure it out. We'll get it going into here, I guess, for now. And then from here we can, oh man, we're going to need to jump some stuff. Wish this shape would just complete itself already. So we'll jump it like that, and that will give us enough room for this to go upstairs, because nothing's happening downstairs, guys. Nothing. Absolutely nothing is happening downstairs. But we need to basically weave this up and in somewhere, somehow into here. Like, how many can we even get into there? 2. Oh man, how do we get the rest in? Can't jump across anywhere. Can jump 1 and then I guess we can jump that way. So we'll go this way then. They can all sort of jump this way, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they can go in. I can't even copy and paste anything. This is such a miserable way to play the game, I swear. I think some of you will laugh if you've watched my other Let's Play series, right? Like, sometimes, I think someone was saying, oh man, you don't copy and paste stuff enough properly where you could be copying and pasting and you do things manually. Well, now I have to do everything manually, so maybe 1000% challenge difficulty was the right idea for me since I'm bad at the game anyway. But yeah, so that will get this series of shapes. I think we can prep it. So we're ready for this shape, we're ready for this shape, and then we need the uncolored square part of this shape. And we're destroying the uncolored part of the square shape. Oh my god. Do I need to modify this platform to get the uncolored square part back out too? How would we do that? I don't know. I don't care. If I just rotate this shape 90 degrees, does that not give me uncolored square part? I'm wasting all my platform units dealing with this stuff. I don't know why. Need that, and then if I just rotate 90 degrees, does that not give me everything I need? Rotate either which way 90 degrees. Was that a counterclockwise? Yep. Alright. Oh man. What output is this giving me? Let's have a look. Does it tell me? Yeah, that gives me the square part of that, and then I need 2 double stacked circles for the final part. But I have circles right here. How do I split this into 2 checkerboards and then have it coming out? And I only need 1 space belt of it because I don't have enough shape for the rest of the stuff anyway. What is this shape? Let me just double check this. Yeah, I just need 2. I need to like take a... oh man, let's just build this thing. Why talk? Why talk when we can just build? So essentially, I have a circle coming in. I need to split that circle in half with a cutter. And if I am redoing work I've already done, excuse me, I at the moment, because we're so early in the game, we don't have our tech unlocked. I have no idea what blueprints I should be saving and what I shouldn't be. So I might be doing a lot of rework here, guys. But hey, that's just more content for you guys, so you can look at it. You can look at it any which way. But I believe if you just rotate this, we can get 2 checkerboards out somehow. Didn't we have something like that going earlier? Something to turn full shapes into some sort of checkerboarding, like this thing, right? Isn't this just exactly what we want? We just copy this shenanigan over here and then bring it over here. Is that not exactly what we wanted? We don't have to redo everything, right? Yeah, that gives us a full belt of circles into 2 full belts of BMW shapes, like diagonal circles. Then we do need to stack this on top of each other, so we need an array of stackers. So we need to rotate one 90 degrees. So we'll do that. No, wait, we don't need to rotate one. We just need to stack it, and it's already in the right orientation too. So let's just get a bunch of stackers, 6 to be precise, and we'll get 4 of these belts into one side, and then 4 of these belts into the top. And does that not give me the output shape that I want? It does. That's 1 unit of my output shape. I need 4 units of this. This is not going to fit onto this 2x1 platform, so I'm going to need another one. So let's just leave this here. We'll just put that here, and then you know what, let's just copy this whole thing over. It's only 5k. We can afford 5k. This thing goes over here and in here. This thing goes in here, and that gets cut. Then these 2 can pass through into my next platform area, and that can go here. Nope, that one's not going here, sorry. That one is going here, and this one is going into here, and that will give me my 4 outputs, and my 4 outputs can all come up over here. So, oops, that's not the right belt I want. So this one can come out and around a bit. It can go out there. That one can go out there, and these 2 need to go out here first. then it can go out somewhere else. So there, and there. It's not the most beautiful looking thing, but it gives me the shape that I want, a full space belt of the shape that I want, which will eventually come up and meet its friends over here somewhere. I guess everything will get combined here. So let's bring our blue shape over. Let's compact the space belt over, and then let's bring this shape over as well. At some point, we're going to need all 4 of these shapes to make these 4 things. But at the moment, we're just making this, making this, making this. And I think this is a good time for a break, because what can I do right now besides wait? Can I make this thing? Red half circles falling apart. That's me right now, falling apart. But do I even have red half circles? I can't paint anything. I need 1/4 of a red half circle, 2/4 of a red half circle, basically a full red half circle, and then a bunch of other circles. Like, do I have a full red half circle? No, I don't. I can try to do it from this thing, but that sounds insane. Like, what the heck? It's not even a full red circle. Do I have a full red circle anywhere? I don't see it. Do you guys see it? I don't see it. A full red circle out of this. I mean, I could definitely do it. But yeah, I think I'll just let this run for a little bit. I don't want to cheese the game too much by like saying, let this run for like 5 hours and then coming back with infinite blueprint points. But I think I'll let this run until this milestone completes, and then we can figure out how to do the piecing together part for these 2 shapes, and then we'll come back. I feel like when there's nothing to do, or nothing efficient to do, I should say, I should be allowed to let the game run for a while, so this crazy volume of shapes gets processed, I guess. How can I be transparent with you guys about how much time I'm spending? I don't know. I guess you're just gonna have to trust me that I'm not sitting here letting my game run for hours and hours and hours and then just cheesing the 1000% volume thing. It's just for your viewing pleasure, I guess, because I don't want you guys sitting here like, what am I gonna do until one of these shape completes? I mean, I guess I can start figuring out how to piece together the milestone shape, but I'm gonna be able to do that in like 10 minutes, you know? So yeah, I think I'll just let that run for a while, and I'll be back in maybe 5-10 minutes. What else did I want to talk about before I go? I think since this is basically a let's play, I mean, it's a hard mode let's play, and you know, you guys know what I love to do in my let's play. If you watched my previous series, you know, for all my permanent factories, what I like to do is I like to give names to people. Obviously, I don't have the damn points to do any of this right now, but basically, when we get the label, we will label our permanent factories with the names of either people giving me really helpful tips that really sort of revolutionize the way I play the game. Those ones I'll be discretionarily handing out. And 2, if you want to be part of the series and you want to see your name in the series, just let me know in the comments, and I'll see what I can do depending on how many people let me know. But yeah, just drop a comment. Tell me you want a milestone factory named after you, or a blueprint factory named after you, or something like that, and I'll see what I can do. Alright guys, I'll be right back. Maybe 10 minutes, and we'll see where we are. Alright guys, we are back, and we have quite a few pin tasks completed, and we have our milestones still going, but that's fine. We'll let the milestones go while we deal with some of our pin tasks. Let's go get the first one first. This one's done, so it can just be decommissioned. So I'll decommission that later. Let's get one of these going first. So if I unlock Blue Rock Rover, I need to put the blue onto the Rock Rover. I'm assuming this diagonal thing is the rover. I have no idea what I'm talking about, guys. But yeah, we'll get the blue stacked on there, and we can borrow our stacking platform thing, right? It's just this on top, this on the bottom. Where are we doing stacking? We're doing stacking somewhere over here. That's a single layer stacker, very useful for this. So we'll drop our single layer stacker here, and we're going to make sure the blue is on the bottom, which it is, and that's on top. So this part needs to be on the top. We'll do that, and then the output can go here. Great, so that's all gonna stack. We'll just double check that gives us the correct shape, which looks like the correct shape to me. And I think this one is done, but what about this one? Oh, they're both the final shapes. All right, let's decommission one, and then we'll decommission the other. So what's this one? This one was being produced over here. We'll just back trace it. It's this shape, so we don't need these anymore. We don't need this. Oh man, I can't even tell. So that was all producing this shape. I think it's all of this stuff. all of this stuff, all of this. Oh man, this was a complex little factory, wasn't it? But we don't want to decommission too much stuff, especially the top layer. But this part, I believe, and then if we hide that, it was this part. And now this thing is still going, but I believe we're also going to have to decommission this one too. If we go here and have a look, we can see this one is done. So if we unlock that as well, we can decommission this section. Why is this one? Oh yeah, because that's giving the wrong shape now. But the underneath part of this is giving this shape. So I need to very carefully decommission this without breaking the top layer. And then maybe we can reroute the top layer back down so we don't confuse ourselves in the future while this isn't actually delivering anything. Oh, there's a bit of a top layer here shenanigans going on too. You know what? Let's just get rid of everything. Everything goes. Now we only have our milestone shape and our other shape going, because these can just go direct into the vortex from this side, I guess, like such. There we go. That's all done. That should allow that shape to come through. I believe it was coming through on the bottom level, right? Or is it trying to come through on the second level for whatever reason? I think I got this shape coming through on the second level. Silly. Oh man. Get it coming through on the bottom level. I guess we'll just temporarily deliver the second level shapes because we don't want to waste. I don't care. I don't care. Do I care? I don't care. I don't think I care. Maybe I care. Alright, I care. Does it cost that much to copy this? Just up one? 6.8k! Oh my god. Silly mistakes costing lots of blueprint points. Alright, so let's have a look at our pin tasks now. We're gonna get these done. We're doing this one, sorry, and we're gonna get these done. We've got that all set up, ready to go. This one we can think about. Over here we have the milestone shape, but let's get the milestone shape done first. So assuming this is our milestone shape that we want, how do we transform this into its final form? So if we go to our milestones, we take out this shape. Can I pin this shape somehow? Nope. I'll just copy it and I'll just make a little marker for it. Oh wait, I got it pinned here. So basically we have this shape and we need to cut it in half and turn it onto itself. What? So we need a platform to deal with that. It's very hard to deal with it without actually looking at what the heck is going on. But essentially we need to half cut it. Maybe we need a bigger platform. Not like that. Oh man, I'm still so used to copying and pasting stuff that it's not good. But basically when this comes through, it needs to half cut, and that'll cut it down the middle like this. And then the top part, one half needs to sort of rotate, and I want to rotate that part like clockwise. Is it clockwise? Sorry, counterclockwise. So we do one part counterclockwise rotated, and then we can just swap it back, right? In theory, something like that. It'll be, it's so hard to like do this without doing it properly. I don't want to duplicate it all wrong. But whatever we do for this, it's going to be a similar but slightly opposite of that. And then once we have that, we can just use a swapping array to like combine them, or a stacking array, whatever's more cost effective. And that should get our milestone 1 shape done. While it's doing that, I guess since we have nothing to do, let's just create this shape using the damn red circle right next to our base. So I've pinned all of that now, and we can have a look at how many red circle. We basically need 4 red circle components, and we only have 3 here. So we need to checkerboard this red circle. So first we just need a quarter, and then we need to checkerboard it. Oh man, this is not super easy. But we can copy a foundation unit from here, and we can figure out what we need to do with that. So we'll go put some extensions on that. And then we'll just drop some platforms. With platform units, it doesn't feel like a big limitation at the moment, so it's kind of fine. But let's just get a quarter red circle out of this, because we're going to need that quarter red circle at some point. Do I have a quarter maker, like a quarter destroyer? A quarter cutter? Is that Mark 1? 6,000 blueprint points, and that's a Mark 1 one. Does this just give me quarters? I don't want to do that. I need to do this without undoing, and then like I can't just cut the thing and then yeah, do it. But okay, that'll get me my quarter red circles. Then I need to get quarter squares. Now, how many squares do I need in the final form of this shape? Only one ever. So I can just copy like this over. And then I'll put the fluid, my extensions on myself. But I only need a quarter of this square. And this should give me a quarter square. Great. And I need to take this quarter square and this quarter circle and then stack them on top of one another. So let's get some belts over. And then we need to put it onto a stacker, which is over here. I don't want to like change my blueprint bar either, so that's why I'm just manually grabbing it from here. Stacking array, and it doesn't matter what's top and what's bottom, but it does matter what orientation things are in. So this one is giving it in the bottom right, and this one is giving it over in the bottom right as well, I believe. Yep, but I need both of these. Oh man, let me just get this in the right orientation. So let me undo, get my blueprint points back, because blueprint points are super valuable. I need this rotated into the right orientation. Now I can do the rotation here. Oh, but then I have to like modify the platform, or I could put down a rotation platform. Ugh, what is cheaper? I need this one to go clockwise 90 degrees, and I have a rotator. Do I have a rotator? Rotator 180. Rotator 90 somewhere? Do I not have a where's all my damn blueprints? I only have a Mark II rotator 90 degrees. Ugh, anyway, I just build one. I'll just build a damn rotation platform. I feel like I need to, it's such a toss-up because I don't know if I need to rebuild my rotation platforms yet. But we'll get this shape going real quick and then we'll go deal with our milestone shape. So this rotation platform, also I have some research points. Maybe that'll also help me out a little bit. Let's get the, oh, we don't need vortex in. We don't need any of this stuff right now. Stacker bent. Oh, we've almost got, I say almost, but you need 80k of this shape. We'll just save it. We'll save our blueprint points because when we get the fluid thing, I really want to unlock the fluid something, the fluid extension like straight away. I believe that's like 26 research points or something like that. So let's just build this rotator. I want this to rotate to this side. So it is a counterclockwise rotation of 90 degrees. So let's just build 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, and then we'll belt that in like that, and then like that, and we just manually do it because save some blueprint points, and that should give us that in the exact wrong rotation because I don't know my rotations, but that should give us the correct rotation that I want. Then we can take this and output it, right? Something like this, and then that can go there, and then that can go there, and that can go there. That's my single layer thing that I want. All right, so that gets me that in the right position. I need this in the right position, and that is a 180 degree rotation. So maybe I can invest some copy and paste points here. Do it back here so I have enough space to deal with stuff. And I do have my 180 degree rotator, which I can just replace. So that gets me those two in the right spot. And now I can use my stacking array from here. So my Mark 1 blueprints are coming back in clutch, guys. My Mark 1 blueprints are certainly being very helpful right now. And that should give me the correct output. And I just need to pipe that into base for now. At least that'll get that one going. But that is nowhere near the final form I need this in. So, oh man, where do I even put this into? I guess it can just join with this and just be on the second level. How about that? I can afford to copy, I can't, I was gonna say, I can afford to copy this now because that doesn't cost very much. That's going on the second level, so we can join onto this belt and then that'll deliver. And I think I already got the second level set up before. It cost me like 12k rotation blueprint points, so I might as well make use of it. Now, this side is done, so I can cut both of these now, and I can figure out what the heck I'm gonna do with these. There's one going on the second level. I don't want that to happen anymore. Let's get that on the first level. And we need to do stuff to this thing, like pretty much this. We need to do that to it, right? So that's coming out. And now what is coming out through here? That's being cut and that's being output. Great. And that's being rotated, and that gets me that in the correct orientation, right? And then I just need to swap these two back together using some sort of swapping device over here. But which way do we swap it? That just swaps it exactly that. So it needs to be left and right. Can you even swap this into a single layer shape? I need to rotate both and then rotate back. Is that even worth it? Is it better to just get this into a stacking array? Oh, both are annoyingly difficult. So why did I rotate this? Wait, am I already putting this through a swapper? What am I doing? So that's already rotated. To get it into a swapper, let me just figure out the rotation I need. So a swapper swaps the left and the right. So one needs to be on the left, one needs to be on the right. But they need to be kind of together. So maybe this needs to be rotated the other way. Not 180 degrees, but like 90 degrees clockwise. And I believe now I can use a swapper to get them together. And then I need to get the output of this rotated 90 degrees counterclockwise. Yeah. Oh man, too much thinking. No, not counterclockwise, clockwise. Damn. You guys can really see how inefficient I am with my rotations. It's the only thing slowing me down. All right, so let's get these in. So that'll make one full space belt of this thing. And hopefully it'll never go into the other. It should never go into the other one, but I need 4 of this happening. So let me just see if I can put 4 of these somewhere. Maybe, should I hit the edge? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Did I leave myself enough room to deal with belting? Nope. Let's undo all that. Let's go, let's just put it in the middle. Why don't we put things in the middle? That way we get enough room for input and output belting without having to do shenanigans everywhere. All right, that's 1 in, that's 2 in, that's 3 in, and that is 4 in. And that should give me the correct output, and I need 4 out to go then merge with some stuff. So we'll get that out, just like that. And I need this happening on the other side too. So I can get it done over here on this, but that will give me that oriented in the slightly wrong way. I think I just need to change this rotation to be the opposite, right? So I was using that. So in theory, if I just change that, that should give me the right output. Let me just cut one. Yeah, I believe that's giving me the right output. So I just need to change the final rotation everywhere, and that should give me a full belt of my final milestone shape. Excellent. That one and that one just need to now stack together, going through any stacker. It doesn't matter. We'll copy the one that doesn't go up. So that's going there. Wait, that's not where it goes. We need it to go like here. We'll bring that over, and it doesn't matter which way they stack. They just need to be outputting on the first level. Great. And now that can go back to home. And that is enough to process 1 layer space belt, but I don't have enough shape. I'm not wasting any shape here, guys, but there's not enough stuff on this platform to increase the throughput of this. So we're just gonna have to wait for this 80K to happen, which by my calculations is gonna take around forever. So while that's doing it, we will try to figure out some more stuff we can do. Let's have a look at our tasks. We can definitely do this shape. So we'll figure out how to do this shape. This shape with the squares. Can we do blue squares without a painter? I believe we can. We just need regular squares and blue squares. Oh, this is the only thing that's giving blue squares. Is there anything else nearby giving blue squares of any kind? Well, without that giving blue squares, I don't think I can do that until I finish this at least, and then I can at least piece together a blue square. So let's just focus on this red circle. What do we need next from this red circle? We're going to need the other 3/4 of this red circle at some point. So let's figure out how we're going to do that. We basically need to take the 2 diagonal quarters of the circle next and then stack it with a uncolored circle. In fact, we have 3/4 of that shape here to stack with the square. So let's just do this one bespoke and then we'll worry about it later. So we basically just need that and then some shape minor extensions. Oh, is that a shape minor? Yep. Shape minor extensions. We just need to cut off one of the red quarters, right? Yeah, if I cut off one of the red quarters and replace it with the square, then I'm all Gucci. But that is easier said than done. I think I might need 2 platforms worth of space to do that. So let me just grab 1 belt and we'll figure out how to do that on 1 belt. We'll do it at the halfway point so we don't confuse ourselves, maybe about there. So obviously we need to cut this apart first. Same exercise as we've done a few times now. We need to get rid of the red circle part of this. So we're going to need to rotate that 90 degrees and then half destroy it. So we'll have to cut and we'll half destroy it. That'll give us that. And then we can just piece these two back together. Can this be done using a swapper? Not really. Let me get to figure out how this swapper works. Oh yeah, it does. All right, cool. We'll just swap it then. That makes us our 3/4 circle that we need. Perfect. And we need 4 of these, right? 3 and 4. And that can just do that. And that should give us our 3/4 red circle. They need to join together to make one full belt. And we need 4 of these. Oh man, I'm 1 tile short. I should have done it 1 tile. I should have moved it back 1 tile. But yeah, then we can get 4 of these going. 2, 3, and it just fits 4. I'm out of blueprint points, guys. Oh man, my blueprint points. Anyway, while that's charging up, we can look into doing this. Maybe we need to double up our blueprint points after this, since we've got nothing else to do anyway. So we're gonna need that, and that, and now we've got our next shape ready to stack with our quarter square whenever this gets done, which shouldn't be too long. I think this game will exponentially get faster, right? Because the more I get my, you know, belt speed and stuff unlocked, the faster everything will deliver, and everything should exponentially unlock. I assume there will be a point in this game where these blueprint points just become irrelevant, because I'll be just generating millions and millions of it. I'll be able to slap down my man without any issues. I'm hoping. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, guys. I could be wrong. I'm often wrong. So if you watch my series, you'll notice I am often wrong. But that's okay. Like I always say, in life, you are either correct or you are learning. So I don't mind being wrong, because whenever you're wrong, you're just learning something. So I think when this is done, we just need to route this into here instead. And then maybe later we need to do something with quarter circles, but we got more circular stuff to deal with if we need more quarter circles or something. We'll figure it out as we go. As we do everything, we always figure out things one step at a time. So for now, I'm just going to unpin this nonsense. And since we have nothing to do, why don't we increase our blueprint point generation, because at the moment this is not cutting it, and we can definitely double this up. So we've got 2 extractors worth at the moment going into here, and it's creating 2 full space belts of it. Or we don't have access to the 3rd level yet, but maybe we can just double it up and then just borrow 2 inputs. We've got platform units, so platform units aren't a problem. What is a problem is my lack of blueprint points to copy and paste this thing over. 16k. Oh man, that's 2k. Oh man. Alright, well, we've got nothing to do. Why don't we just build some stuff? If this is boring, I will just fast forward through it. Alright guys, I'm back. I realized I piped in double the shapes and I can't afford the bloody stacking thing. It costs 30k. Well, you gotta spend blueprint points to make blueprint points, so we're gonna let that run for a little bit, and we'll be right back when we have 30k blueprint points. No point making you guys wait. I don't think I can make the next shape because I don't have anything. I'm just waiting now. I'm just waiting. So I guess the key takeaway from all of this, what is happening over here? Oh, this is just getting ready to make the next shape. So the key takeaway from all of this is basically the 1000% difficulty doesn't really make it hard. It just makes the game longer. That's all. So I'm not too sure about this. Like, I mean, for you guys, it's fine. For me, I feel like it's just a big waste of my time at the moment. Like once we get to a point where we just generate like 10 times more than this, then these won't be a problem. And then everything will be progressing at the correct speed that I can progress at. But at the moment, it's always just going to be a little bit of waiting, you know? So I'm just going to, like, since I've already started, what, 3 episodes into this series, I'm not going to restart it and turn off the difficulty mode or whatever. I'll just leave it at 1000% and I'll just skip over the video for you guys so you don't have to see all the boring parts. But basically, I'm just waiting for that to get to 30,000 and I'll be right back. Alright guys, it's been like 10 minutes and I came back and it's still taking its sweet time to get to where I need it to get to. But what we can do is just draw up the belt that's gonna get out here ultimately, like this, and get that drawn back to base, and that shouldn't cost too many platform units. I feel like there's a bug with the platform units. This should be like 1,000 platform units, right? Because it's like at 1,000% difficulty. Either that or I've read the difficulty thing wrong. But something weird is going on with the platform units. It doesn't feel like it's at 1,000%, but I could be wrong. I usually am, but that's fine. We'll do whatever it thinks is correct. I won't argue with the game. If it tells me I can afford it, I'm just gonna afford it. We'll bring that into base and we'll figure out how to wire that in. This is going to be a permanent fixture as well, so we need to make sure we get the right vortex inputs. So maybe I think I need vortex inputs now, so we'll upgrade that to level 2, so that can all wire in together. Do I want to invest some platform units into cutting this, or should I just do it manually? Just do it manually, whatever. Let's do that, and that, and then this downstairs needs to do the same. So there, and there, and then we might just wrap up the episode, because I don't want to, like, what's the point of coming back and doing like one thing? So we'll just do something like this for now. I guess it doesn't really matter where we do this, but yeah, eventually this will be 2 sets of blueprint stuff coming in, and that will be all good. When we get train launches and stuff like that, everything will sort itself out, don't you worry. So the start of the series might be a bit slow, but once we get all our infrastructure set up, our technology unlocked, I think the pace of the series should smoothen out a lot more into me doing stuff and not just me waiting for stuff to happen. But we're at 20k now out of our 30k, so I'll probably, between this episode and next episode, let it run for like 20 minutes or something like that to get enough blueprint points to double our blueprint point generation, and hopefully it'll get through this a lot quicker as well. Let's just check on this thing before we go, make sure it is in fact outputting a full belt worth of stuff, and let's just question ourselves, are we maximally using this to create this pin shape? So we only have a quarter red and a quarter blue, and we're extracting 2 of each. So yeah, that's 1 space belt, 1 layer space belt of red, 1 layer space belt of blue halves, which is making 1 layer space belt of output, and I cannot increase the output anymore. I can do another half a space belt if I utilized this section here to get that done ever so slightly faster at the cost of 1 billion platform units, blueprint unit. I would do this if I didn't have the blueprint cost thing, because how much blueprint cost do I need? I need to like process it through this shenanigans to get it that, and then yeah, and then I need to bring in another belt of this stuff. No. We'll just let that run. It'll eventually get itself done. This is so dumb. But yeah, like I said, these numbers are going to be very meaningless later on when I get all my research, when this all gets to level 5, when I get all my tech unlocked and I can get my 3rd level unlocked. Where's level 3? 3rd floor. I can unlock 3rd floor at level 50. So a lot of this stuff will become meaningless, hopefully, because like, what are the volumes that we're looking at later? Like we got 18k, 12k, 18k, 30k, 25k. Like these should be able to be delivered within reasonable. Oh, and then we jump to 100k. Okay, then 25k to 100k. That seems like definitely a reasonable jump. And then we got 120, and then it stays at 100k for a while. That's fine. And then 200k. Yeah, that's fine. I think it's all reasonably doable. The milestones look reasonable as well. 140k to a 250 to 300. Yeah, it's just gonna take a while. It just takes longer. It's not actually harder at the 1000% difficulty. You know what they would have done to make it really, really interesting? They should have put time limits on it. They should have kept the volumes low and then made it a time limit and some sort of punishment for you if you didn't meet the time limit of the milestone, or like the milestone resets and you have to do a different shape now to like hit the milestone, or something interesting like that, instead of just make everything 10 times more expensive to do, which just slows down. Like I just deliver 10 times more shapes, right? Which just takes me longer, but it's not harder, if that makes any sense. But anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. I'll call it the end of the episode for now, but we will continue on. We'll finish this series probably over 10, 15, I don't know, 20 episodes. If you don't want to miss out on all the future episodes and all that fun and goodness, don't forget to like and subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you all so much for watching.